So I just wanted to share this quick little video about a check-in with a client that I had earlier on today, and it kind of brought up some really cool things that I think could help a lot of instructors through this really kind of tricky time, really uncertain time where, as I mentioned before, the core values of being feeling kind of like wanted, feeling kind of needed by providing a service, as well as having that kind of routine, as well as the financial security of obviously teaching and having an income and having a job, all that kind of stuff has now been kind of rocked. So it's pretty much been about a week and a half, 2 weeks of a bit of uncertainty, getting to grips with it. Had a good few conversations where people have felt really fearless, eating through the cupboards, just self-destruct mode, feeling like just a bit of a feeling really, when I say helpless, just again, like you don't know what to do. The whole entity, the whole passion that you've lived for so many years has just been kind of taken away from you without any notice, without any kind of backup plan. So it is a very tricky time. And everybody deals with it obviously really differently. Some people, some instructors are living by themselves. Some people are single parents. Some maybe have a partner, husband or wife that has another job. So there's a bit of comfort there. Everybody's in a different situation. Everybody has a different resilience, a different reaction to, an emergency, or a different take on everything as well. So there's certainly no kind of right or wrong, but there has been with the open honesty that I've kind of seen, a bit of people showing a bit of vulnerability, which is really kind of great, because without that, you're not really going to get the help. You're not really going to be kind of true to yourself and be honest as to where you really are with things. So when some instructors have kind of come forward and really confessed and really said how things really are, and not just putting on that kind of fake happy coping, meme sharing, having a joke about stuff that we kind of do around the UK. When anything kind of goes wrong, we'll have a joke about it and share memes and all that kind of stuff. But I think behind the scenes, a lot of us are really kind of struggling. So very quick conversation. I just wanted to kind of put across this main point that kept coming through, that I think a lot of you out there could possibly benefit. So it's all things about essentially things that you can control and things that you cannot control. So gyms being closed, you cannot control, okay? Not being able to kind of teach in a live venue, you cannot control, but how you react to that and what you're going to do in your day-to-day life now, because every morning you're going to wake up at 7 o'clock or 8 o'clock, whatever it is, and then you're going to spend the next 16 hours being awake, trying to look after yourself, look after your family, and kind of survive until the next day, the next week, until hopefully this clears up pretty kind of quick. So there are things that you can sort of control, and it's just a little flick of a switch. It's just changing language. So instead of looking at things that you cannot do, or things that you kind of want to do or have done before that you now can't control, think about this time as an opportunity. Okay, and it might sound a bit easy or a bit cheesy, and like going, yeah, mate, fuck your opportunity. I'm really pissed off and I'm really unsure about stuff, and I'm going to be short on cash, and I want to teach my classes and I miss my members. Yep, absolutely, okay. And this is not trying to devalue that. It's not trying to say that it's not important, or you shouldn't, or you're not allowed to. You certainly can, okay. And you can feel it for as long as you want, a few days, a week or two, whatever else. However, time is going to move on, and eventually you're going to have to kind of sort yourself out, okay? And you're going to have to kind of get back onto the rails, and you're going to have to get back onto the, being constructive, being positive, being somebody that you're kind of proud to kind of be, a bit of influence, positivity for your friends, for your family, for your participants that are still following you, and all that kind of stuff. So it's just turning around, instead of being, I'm stuck at home. It's like being at home gives me the opportunity to do X, Y, Z, right? Whatever it could be, okay? Case in a little point, out for a walk earlier on, and coming down just by the inches in Falkirk, a little kind of residential estate, we could tell, a dad was behind his maybe like 3-4-year-old daughter. Clearly just the training wheels had come off the young girl's bike, and he was like running around at his best effort just to keep his hands just on her kind of seat as they came around the kind of corner. All right, so I'm pitching that as the last few days, last week, that dad has taken the opportunity to teach his daughter how to ride a bike. Okay, now could he have done that if he was working Monday to Friday 9 to 5? maybe not. That might have been in a few weekends time, perhaps. Okay, so that is an example of having the opportunity to do stuff that you cannot do before. So whether it is essentially like catching up with friends and family that you don't normally have time to do, food prepping and planning and tracking your meals, all right? This opportunity to have more home cooked meals, the opportunity to dig out grandma's cookbook, okay, and go back to some old school home baking, old school home cooking for you, for your family, for before. Because, you know, the biggest excuse or the most frequent excuse I've heard from food instructors about taking control of their nutrition, I don't have time. Now you have time, okay? So you can sort that out 100%, because that will make you feel better, will give you more energy, it'll keep you looking lean, keep you feeling good and strong. It'll make you feel, you know, in a sense, without sounding kind of condescending in any way, make you feel a bit more helpful, a bit more useful to you, your family, your friends. They're under your kind of care and health, so that you are, you know, cooking them up something well, something healthy, something nutritious. You can get the kids involved, you know, you can have a bit of fun with it and stuff like that. So something else to kind of consider. Sorting out rooms, attic spaces, gardens, spare rooms, that liquor paint that you've wanted to do for ages, now you can finally do it. Ripping up this carpet, you can finally do that. All these things, sorting out all that paperwork, all the invoices, all the filing, all that kind of stuff, okay? If you really want to make your accountant happy, do your tax return for next year already. Just get it out the fucking way, right? There are so many things that you have now the opportunity to do. So it's not like being stuck at home feeling worthless or feeling really too sad or too kind of glum. Wake up in the morning and again, maybe another little kind of cheesy one, but think about today I am grateful for. Today I want to achieve X, all right? I'm grateful for, today it was for me, Spotify, okay? Music on demand. I can go to Spotify, I can type in an artist, and bang, I have 1 hour of the Foo Fighters or Bruce Springsteen or whoever I want to listen to, okay? And then by the end of today, I want to achieve XYZ. I want to write a couple of emails. I want to do a couple of check-ins. I want to speak to a couple of clients, whatever it is. I want to finish off Brandon Brown Dare to Lead audiobook, okay? Whatever it is, and you can do the same thing. It'll give you that bit of focus and purpose for today. What am I going to achieve today, and what has this time given me as an opportunity, okay? May seem a bit kind of like airy-fairy out there kind of stuff, but it'll make a huge difference from being in that doom and gloom cycle time and time again without really thinking about taking control and getting your kind of shit back in order, right? And getting back on track. So yeah, use your words carefully, because you become the words that you use. So instead of being stuck at home, think about opportunity. And I'm, you know, grateful for XYZ. You know, we're living a really, really good time. Electricity, internet, warmth, roof over your head, running water, you know, all that kind of stuff. We need to stay at home, obviously, for obvious kind of reasons, but it can give us the opportunity to do things that we may not have been able to do before. And yes, I know it doesn't change anything else, but you can either sit at home now for the next couple of weeks, maybe month or two, mumping and grumping and feeling shit for yourself, eating shit, gaining weight, and just being in a real bad place. Or you can shake it all off and then start tomorrow with feeling a bit more gratitude, look at opportunity, and get back to being the person that you are. All right, so hopefully that's been fairly helpful. I probably spoke for a little bit longer than I planned, as always, but hopefully that helps. All right, cheers, bye.